What's going on, fucking dipshit cunts? Today, I'm going to watch an individual who is very fat, Miss Fatty Acids, as I like to call her. So let's fucking go.
Gorgeous, Tess, thank you.
Wait, what? What? Gorgeous? Are you fucking kidding me? Anyway.
Tess Holliday, known for her bright red hair and body positivity.
Oh my god.
She's amassed 2 million followers on Instagram and major brand partnerships. But below the surface,
how the fuck is this possible? What the fuck, man? So as long as you don't have any acne, you're fine, you're good to go. That's so weird.
Tess says she's been suffering with an eating disorder.
I wasn't taking care of myself in the way I needed.
Oh yeah, no bullshit.
I wasn't looking after my mental health in the ways that I should have. I was always making sure that everyone else's cup was full and I wasn't filling my own. So I think that's how I went so long without really being able to address, myself and my disordered eating.
Look, okay. Jokes aside, right? Jokes aside, for a second. I'll make more jokes on her, obviously. That's why we're here, but jokes aside for a second. I don't know what her history is. So maybe some people are genetically just bigger, I don't know. But this idea that, I'm not saying something new here, but this idea that you should be okay with what you look like in terms of weight is stupid. There is this thing called body mass index. It matters. It matters. It's about health, not about what you look like. Weight is not just about what you look like. It also affects your health. Idiots.
35-year-old mother of 2 says her decades-long disordered eating caught up to her in the last year.
I would go all day without eating. And I would chalk it up to, I'm busy, I'm this. But the thing is, I had hunger pain all day. And then at nighttime, usually when my kids were in bed and I could settle, I would eat one meal and then I would go to bed.
Holliday sought help and now says she has a form of...
Okay. FYI, everybody, you should not eat a meal and then immediately go to bed. Wait for 30 minutes at least.
Anorexia, a revelation that has received some support, as well as anger and skepticism.
I am plus size, but advocating for diversity in larger bodies. And so I think for people hearing me say I'm anorexic was really jarring and hard and confusing. I've had a lot of messages from folks that are anorexic that are livid and angry because they feel like I'm lying.
What do you want to say to people who don't believe you, who are skeptical when you say you're anorexic?
To folks that don't believe me, that I'm anorexic and that this is what I'm dealing with, it doesn't really matter. Because at the end of the day, this is my truth. If this resonates with you, if you need help, get help.
Having the willingness to speak out about her experience, acknowledging some of the backlash that she's receiving is an indication of extraordinary bravery.
Well, no, backlash, I don't know. Look, okay, I don't fucking know how true that was or not. I'm not gonna comment on that, obviously, because I'm not a retard, right? But what she stands for is stupid. That's why people don't like her. It's not because she's fat. That's why people are not attracted to her, right? People dislike her because she stands for something that's complete and utter bullshit and people believe her. Some people out there believe her. Quite simple.
And an indication of, her health and healing and some of her process.
Tess confided in the counsel of Anna Sweeney, specializing in eating disorders, who says Tess has atypical anorexia.
Atypical anorexia, which would imply the same physiological characteristics of anorexia nervosa, except for body size, accounts for anywhere between 2 and 4% of the population.
Tess says it was her psychologist who initially diagnosed her, a shock, even for the model.
I told the psychologist, well, I won't eat all day. I'll maybe have coffee, or maybe I'll have, a handful of whatever's around me. And then at nighttime, I'll have my meal or snacks or whatever. So I thought that meant that I was a binge eater. And the psychologist looked at me and said, you're anorexic.
That would probably lead to constipation though. Anyway.
I just started crying.
She says online hate played into her struggles.
Yeah, I am a model, right? I am successful. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been talking about, you know, self-acceptance and loving yourself and fat acceptance for.
That's where the problem comes. This is where the problem comes. Oh my god, why is it so hard for people to comprehend? Being fat is not just being unattractive, it's also being unhealthy. Fuck's sake. Being underweight is also unhealthy. For the love of fucking almighty, man.
Long time, but I still deal with it. I still get people that make me feel like, and that's okay.
Okay. Questioning your beliefs does not mean that people are making you feel shit, alright? People think, and quite frankly I think this too, you know what you're doing, alright? You know you're making a fool out of people who believe what you say. And they believe what you say because they look up to you. And that's why you're rich. You do this to be rich.
Because unfortunately, it's going to take a long time to change society's ridiculous standards. I have
Standards for what? Again, it's all about fat acceptance is all about just what you look like in terms of attractiveness. It's not about attractiveness. People who question this are not talking about attractiveness. Okay, maybe some of them are, but I can only talk about me. I'm talking about health. You're saying accept people for being unhealthy. And I don't know what you want me to do. Accept them and do what with that acceptance? I don't know. But like, it's just not okay. It's not right. And you do this to earn money. This is literally your thing. You do this to earn money. That's why you're famous. To whatever degree that you are.
Had people shouting at me my entire career that all I do is sit around and eat, and I was starving. I was literally starving. And I didn't realize that that meant that I was anorexic. I didn't realize that I was mindfully restricting not eating.
You're saying you weren't purposely not eating in order to be skinny.
If you're anorexic, it's a purposeful thing. I think I was almost punishing myself.
And how long do you feel like you've been purposely punishing yourself?
I've had an eating disorder since when my mom almost died when I was 10. That's when it happened. So from the age of 10 until now, I've struggled with disordered eating, with restrictive eating for the past decade.
Eating disorders certainly do not occur for one simple reason. There are a million things that can go right for a person, and one thing goes wrong and an eating disorder comes to fruition. And so certainly trauma can be an initiating factor.
Eating disorders are extremely percent in their life.
Thing that can one is not possible.
They're healthy.
People, and we know.
Look at someone and tell whether or not they're healthy. You just can't. I understand that people look at me and I don't fit what we have seen presented as the diagnosis for anorexia. But then for me, that tells me that there's a larger problem, which I've been actually saying for years, is that we have a lack of diversity and representation in the world.
Now, in recovery.
Wait, what? That's not diversity. Oh my god, that's not what diversity means. Oh, for fuck's sake, just look at this woman standing next to her. You can't tell me that this is because of some social fucking conditioning that people would think that she's more attractive than fucking Tess Holliday. Are you kidding me?
Tess says she's on a healthier path, which for her includes 3 meals a day and a focus on the future.
Great.
I have been happier in the last 6 months through my recovery than I've been in my entire life.
Everyone highlights and watch live events.
Oh my god. Eating 1 meal a day isn't anorexia, especially when that one meal has 8,000 to 10,000 calories to maintain that super morbid obesity. Well, that's an assumption you made. Look, I don't know much about this disorder, so I'm not gonna comment on that. All I'm commenting on is the message that she gives to people. It's crap. And again, you can tell by the way she talks, right? Because like she wants to be a model. Models are seen as like attractive people, right? So what you're saying is, oh hey, look at these non-attractive people. They should be seen as attractive people too. That's stupid. That's fucking stupid. Apply this formula in some other industry, right? If someone's a great filmmaker and someone's not a great filmmaker, you're not gonna say, oh hey, this person can't make good films, but give him the same recognition as the good filmmaker. But no, you can't do that because this person is crap, alright? You can be a good model, alright? Let's be fucking real, only if you look good. It's just that simple, alright? In terms of what you look like and all that, it's not social norms. It's not because of social conditioning. It's not because of people are programmed a certain way. It's because people are attracted to healthy people, people who are fit. There is a reason it's hard to stay fit. And it's easy to gain weight and be unhealthy. There is no way you have to eat some serious calories to support that way. This is ridiculous. Alright, I'm glad people are fucking pointing this crap out. I don't know much about the disorder. Again, I'm not gonna comment on that. This is a slap on the face of people who are genuinely struggling with anorexia. Okay, so sounds like this is just fucking PR, man. Look at this comment. Oh my god. Oh man, this guy's hilarious. Leo Dole, you did not understand the joke. Yeah, no one has defeated anorexia more completely than this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, anyway. Alright.